Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday, Acoustic Monday, a day of shame. No, it's not. I'm just going to share this real quick with music friends hither and yon, as we do. You know the routine by now, and if you are new to our stream, what I do is I share this with music friends, where the fun never ends. Am I right or am I right? Good morning to you, Maddie K and Michael Burrell. What's going down, music friends? Music friends, music friends. Where the doggone fun, it never ends. Music friends, music friends. Where the doggone fun, it never ends. I have a new Acoustasonic. The other one I had to send back to Fishman because that was the what do they call that? The golden sample, or the golden, it's something. The golden treacle. That sounds a little forbidden. That sounds like a little forbidden actives. Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? Did everyone have a good weekend? We had a good weekend. We had a doggone good weekend. We enjoyed ourselves. And now we're back. Oh, look at that. The sonic shapeshifter. Yeah, it was a good weekend. We had a good weekend. Greetings from Madrid. Greetings to you. It's that old Merle Travis song where it goes, well, some people go to school to try to learn how to teach. And some people go to school to try to learn how to preach. But if you can't preach without going to school, you ain't no preacher, you's an educated fool, and that's all. Lord, and that's all. You better change your way of living before the good Lord says that's all. I know a miser man. He's always saving all the money he can. But when that old undertaker puts him down, where's he gonna spend that money? Under the ground, 'cause that's all. Lord, that's all. You better change your way of living before the good Lord says that's all. Story, my little song is through. I didn't necessarily mean to sing the song to you. If you don't like the way my little song goes, it's a mighty good sign that I've been stomping on your toes, 'cause that's all. Lord, that's all. You better change your way of living before the good Lord says that's all. Oh, thanks so much, folks. Good to see y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it as always. I got my sweet new Fender Acoustasonic. My buddy Billy over at Fender hooking me up, made me an offer I couldn't understand. And I actually used one of these down for my last True Fire course that I did when I was down there, which will be released probably in early 2022. And I did a solo guitar thing. And I wanted to do an acoustic thing. And I thought this thing would be perfect because a lot of times you're listening to yourself back into the monitors, and with an acoustic guitar, when the mic's picking everything up, if I wanted any kind of tracks to play through or click track or whatever, would had to have, there needed to be a workaround. So I remember I had played one of these out at Fishman Central and I loved it. So the Fishman folks sent me one and I really liked it, but they needed that one back. So I liked it so much I reached out to my buddy Billy at Fender. Billy Seagull. And diggity doggone it, set me up. And I thought this color was particularly delicious. Can you dig it? That's a little selection of mine called The Holy Doggone Grill. The Holy Doggone Grill. A Holy Doggone Grill. A Holy Doggone Grill. I did copyright that. That's a tune that's been, I wrote that in 1998, I think. But the acoustic version is quite juicy. If I may be so bold, folks, fellas, women, children, creatures of night and day, aliens, whoever you might be tuning into this broadcast, the Holy Grail. How do you like the Acoustasonic? I dig it. I wanted it. I wanted one. So I think it's just a great way to, it plays great. It does have acoustic strings on it. But it allows me to do all my acoustic game. And it's practical for performing and doing the kind of thing we're doing right now here in Orange Room. It just, it makes it easy. It makes it easy. And it sounds good. I like it. And it sounds good with songs. It's a song guitar. Can you play the clap? Boy, it's been a long time, Joe Brown. No. There we go. See, I told you one. Here we go. I'll work it up. I'll work it up, and we'll do it next time. Well, it depends on where you're watching it from. Somebody says, is it possible only 3 people listening? It's not a cumulative thing on whatever format you're seeing. So on my YouTube page and Facebook page, it gets a lot more. So it depends on where you're watching it. But hey, at any given time, there's a couple hundred people, I think, listening total. If not, you know, who's ever here is here. That's all my motto is. Ragtime wanker. Ha Ragtime wanker. A ragtime wanker. Ragtime wanker. Well, not quite. Ask your wife. I was with her just last night. Ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, well not quite, ask your wife, I was with her just last night. When you were downstairs trolling folks online, we were upstairs in your own house having a real good time. Ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, well not quite, ask your wife, I was with her just last night. Well, you wouldn't know Blind Blake from Blind Lemon Pledge. I guess that's why you're you, and I guess that's why I'm me. Ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, ragtime wanker, well not quite, ask your wife, I was with her just last night. Sorry, I couldn't remember it. A ragtime wanker. There we go, something like that. Sometimes the brain does weird things. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Come on, brain. That's a tune of mine called The Counselor. Someone asked the name of these songs. This is called The Counselor. It's from my record, Acoustic Gristle Soup. Acoustic Gristle Soup. I actually dedicated that to my daddy-o, who was a lawyer. The Counselor. See what I did there? The Counselor. The Counselor, who with a powerful soul. The Counselor, come on us strong. The Counselor. Derek is coming in from Birmingham. Derek in Birmingham, greetings to you. Well, hopefully we'll be there next year. We were supposed to be there right now, but based on the situation on the ground, we decided to cancel our European endeavors until things were less weird. Things were less weird. Things were less weird. Things were less weird. The Prevagen Blues. There we go. Thank you, Maddie K. I appreciate that. Prevagen Blues. How would that sound, Prevagen Blues? Prevagen Blues. I can't remember diddly squat. I can't remember diddly squat. Now I remember Prevagen, and now my memory is all I got. That stuff's expensive. It's all I got. My memory is all I got. Prevagen. I got rid of my kidney to buy me more. Really only need one. Prevagen. I got rid of a kidney in order to get me more. I almost couldn't remember how to get to the doggone store. Prevagen, 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 and now I can remember, but I ain't got no dough to go back to the store. Prevagen, Prevagen. I can remember stuff, but I ain't got no more money until I run out of Prevagen. Then I'll be broke and forgetful at the same doggone time. Thank you, Big Pharma. Can you dig it? A song called Prevagen. Woo! Guitars are expensive. Seth Lovelace is in the house. Seth Lovelace is in the house. Seth Lovelace. Seth Lovelace. He's down in the desert. He's hanging out with the lizards. Loveless. Like that, Seth? We did that little song for you. Any Canadian content to your repertoire? Well, Will Cook, I'll tell you a little something. I like me some smoked meat. Smoked meat. I went to Montreal and got me some smoked meat. Put it on some poutine, and Lord, it was neat. But now I need a cardiovascular surgeon because I think I'm going to expire from all that fatty goodness. Smoked meat and poutine. Smoked meat and poutine. Wow, smoked meat and poutine. You're welcome. Well, all right. Folks, we're just having fun. I do like lizards, says Seth Loveless. You know why? He lives down in the desert. He lives down in the desert. Folks, I am playing a delicious morsel. This is a brand new guitar for me, and it is a Fender Acoustasonic Jazzmaster, and it is chock full of Fishman electronics. And we have plugged in this guitar into a Fishman Aura preamp right there, although we're not using the Aura sounds on it, the images, we're just using it as a preamp. A little bit of compression. We're going out of that into the board. In the room, I'm actually listening to a Loudbox Performer amplifier. Out of that into the Fishman SA 330 so that Dylan can hear a little bit of those sweet, sweet sounds. And we're just having a good old time. I like smoked meat. And smoked meat on some poutine. I'm going to tell you what, that is some doggone delicious nerve. Maddie K says, you know, preserved meats can be very erotic. George Costanza said that. You know, Dylan is not partial to, he's never gone down the Seinfeld situation. He's a fan of the Curb Your Enthusiasm, but he just doesn't have time for the Seinfeld. Yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm. He can't get past the 90s aspect of the show. And I say, you know what, embrace it.
Jerry Seinfeld just kind of sucks.
Well, you know, Jerry Seinfeld was good back then, though. You know, now he's a fella. What are you going to do? Poutine. It's so doggone delicious. Poutine. Right. some different little chord changes in there for the kids. That's a tune of ours. I wrote that back in the. That's also on the Acoustic Gristle Soup record. It's a little tune called the St. Charles Shuffle. We live on St. Charles Street. So that's how that all worked out. And you know what? St. Charles apparently was the patron saint of the arts. Isn't that crazy? He's the patron saint of the arts. St. Charles, St. Charles. He's the patron saint of the arts. St. Charles, St. Charles. They're almost done with Nubby's house out there. I wrote a little song called Nubby the Hoarderman. Nubby was a man who, I think he was 150 years old when he finally went, bless him. A neighborhood institution. But here's the thing, when Nubby passed, or when he disappeared, he had family members coming over for a long period of time, and they were taking stuff out of the house. I swear to God, they took more stuff out of that house than was conceivably possible. And so I came up with a little song called Nubby Must Have Been a Hoarder Man. Because he must have been. Am I right? Nubby must have been. Nubby must have been a hoarder man, and taking his stuff out day and night. Well, ever since he went away, well, a clown car house it must have been. I got no idea how they did it all in. But now they're taking it all away. And a U-Haul truck brought 10 semis and it wouldn't have been enough to haul that stuff away. The kids and the cousins and the grandkids too. There's enough for them and enough for you. Come and take the stuff away. Nubby had the cleanest sidewalk in town. Now he and his broom are nowhere to be found. He's moved on. Goodbye. can you dig it? Can you dig the vibes that we're throwing down here for the kids? Open G tuning, open G tuning. Does the Greg head have tube, harmonic, vibrato, and reverb like the combo? It certainly does, L-bar. It certainly does, L-bar. It certainly does, L-bar. It certainly does, L-bar. It certainly does, L-bar.
It seems like when you buy used gear, it's used for a reason.
Oh, used gear can be a magical friend. Oh, I'd love to do an interview with Warren Haynes for the podcast. Don't forget, we got the podcast, the latest one with Vernon Reed just came out last Thursday. Every Thursday, the new one drops, and you can get them wherever you like to receive your podcasts, but it's called Chewing the Gristle. It is a joint Fishman and Wildwood Guitars sponsored affair, and just extemporaneous chats with various guitar folk, music folk, basically. And check them out. There's 50-some episodes at this point. I think damn near 60 at this point, if I'm not mistaken. Dylan is thrashing that hi-hat. It won't last a week, says Dire Wolf. It won't last a week. Pretty obvious that Frank Zappa was a huge influence. That is correct. You are kidding. Have I ever played with Joe Bonamassa? Yes. Yes, I have on many occasions. I believe there is some evidence on the inner Google of our jammings. Gord McDonald is on a little break. Well, greetings to you, my friend. I'd love to have Doug Rappaport on. We're gonna do that. Say you're no good. I wouldn't cut you loose, baby, if I could. I seem to stay down on the ground. Baby, I'm too far gone to turn around. If only you make up your mind, take me where you're going, there behind. Well, woman, you've got those come and go. Lord, you got those come and go. Lord, you got me feeling like a fool. Just like a fool. Round and round, round we go. Ask me why I stay here, 'cause I don't know. Maybe I'm a fool to care, but without your sweet love, baby, I would be nowhere. Here I stay, locked in your web, till that day I might find somebody else. Can't say I don't know. I can't stay 'cause I can't see. gold mine. Seems to me I once heard everything is finally cured by time. Sail on, oh sail on. I just wish you good luck, and I'll see you when you come next time. Woman, you've got those come and go blues. Lord, you got those come and go blues. You got me feeling just like a fool. Just like a fool. Just like that. That's a Greg Allman song. I've always loved that song. It's a great song. The Come and Go Blues. Gregory Allman. Has Dylan ever played with 4 drumsticks at one time? Asked Randy. I don't think he has.
I have. Oh, that's right. I have the thing. I just think it's redundant.
It just thinks he thinks it's redundant. Jeff says saw Greg and the Tone Controls at the Wild Horse Saloon back in the day. That was a wild. Oh, there is no mic for to Dylan. That's right, because we've got it. Yeah, it's all right. Sorry. It's the acoustic channel. Acoustic channel. That is the thing. That acoustic channel. Acoustic channel. Acoustic channel. A channel. Acoustic channel. That's all about acoustic. Great Acoustasonic stuff. I like it, Bob. That's a mouthful. But there you go. All right. This is a maiden voyage for this new Acoustasonic I just got. I dig it. I wanted one. Which is, when these first came out, they found themselves in the midst of all these different, influencers. And they all did excellent jobs, I thought, of playing the doggone thing. But, I just snapped a string. Did you see that? Oh, now I did it. Oh, I did it. I snapped a string on the Acoustasonic. Acoustic. I'm doing to grab my electric for one last little ditty. Any questions out there in movie land as I change guitars? I snapped a string on my new blue. 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 And when you snap a string on your new blue, what are you going to do? That's what I needed to do. I need to unplug that. Let me turn this amp on. See what we got. I gotta turn the amp on, give her some heat. I turn an amp on, and then we'll be complete. Is that a gold badge acrolite?
Yes, it is. But is it gold badge?
You can plug the mic in now because I'm not using that acoustic. But be careful so it doesn't blow your head off. If you got to turn that channel down a little bit.
Bam. Where did the mic go?
It's right on top of the. Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
Dylan has returned. Dylan has returned.
There we go. Yeah, this is. I just picked this up just the other day at a place called Music Go Round, just a used gear place. And I also got these hi-hats here, which sound really good, but it's just driving me nuts how it flips itself inside out because I'm pretty sure there's tin foil that's thicker than this stuff. But it sounds really good. I really like that. It's just a shame that it's so thin. You know, if you hit it too hard with any pressure, it likes to pop out of itself. But yeah, this acrylite is delicious.
There we go. How about that? How about that? Can you dig it? Angel is a beautiful song. We're getting up to snuff on our little Jimmy songs. I'm doing little arrangements of different morsels for the Big Jimmy Show on November 24th here in town. If you live in the Milwaukee area or live close, we're going to do a show the night before Thanksgiving of all Jimmy songs interpreted by Drade and Company. And someone asked if Matt Turner's presence means that Toby's no longer. No, Toby lives 5 hours away, folks. So we bring Toby down for special gigs and so on and so forth. We can line everything up, but we thought it'd be fun every Friday instead of just having Dylan and I that we'd bring Matt along because he not only does he live in town, he lives at Dylan's house. They live together in a house. So it gives us an opportunity to explore some different stuff. We may even do stuff with Toby and Matt, but for sure, there's another Koch Marshall Trio record coming. We got a gig on New Year's here in Milwaukee with the KMT. The KMT is live and well, folks.
That's right.
Live and well. Alive and well. Oh, can you dig it? Alive and well. Yes, folks. So what else do we have to say? Any questions out there? He's got his, Toby can't arrive every day, right? It's a 5-hour drive. He's got kids. He's got stuff to do. He can't be always on I-94 coming down to Milwaukee from Minneapolis.
That's right.
Those final chords are interesting. I'm glad you like it. I added that in as my own little interpretation. Because they do that weird thing at the end of Angel where they keep on cycling up those different chords. But I thought it'd be cool to solo there. Yes, we need a high-speed train between Minneapolis and Milwaukee. Yeah, if only that was possible. But no, make sure your politicians are bought and sold by the gas and oil industry, and that'll never happen. Whoa! Okay. Wouldn't it be nice just to have a high-speed train like every other industrialized first world country? I guess it would be, but, call me crazy. Call me kooky. Is that too much of a hot take? I don't think so. I don't think that's too much of a hot take. Nice use of the augmented turnaround. Yes. There's a version that Hendrix recorded of that song, demos that he did around the time of Axis Bold as Love, I believe. He was messing around with that Angel tune, and then of course resurrected it later on. That would have been on this record that he put out right in the late in 1970. But he would do this. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you pick it, lick it, roll it, flick it? I think you've mentioned you've been to Perth. I have been. I have been to Sydney many, many times. As a matter of fact, I would always stay in Bondi at that hotel, one of the hotels right on Bondi Beach, and I loved it. Bondi Beach, I loved it too. Or was it Coogee? No, I didn't stay in Coogee. I stayed in Bondi. Or was it Coogee? I can't remember. Boy, a couple of years go by, and I can't remember my Coogee from my Bondi. A couple of years go by, I've not been down in Straley. I can't keep my Coogees from my Bondi. That sounds like a personal problem. There's got to be a balm for that. I got to keep my Coogee from my Bondi. Give me some balm. Give me some balm. I got to get my Coogee from my Bondi. Give me some balm. Surfer Drade. You know what's funny about that? It's funny you should mention that, but we were down by the beach and there were some big waves coming in, and I was with a couple of my Australian buddies, and we had a day off, so we were swimming, and these big waves are coming in. I'm from Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, waves get a little bit, dicey down at Lake Michigan, but no one swims in Lake Michigan. It's cold, and when it's not cold, it's a little poopy, right? You stay away from the stool water. Give me some stool water. Anyway, so I'm like, how do you dive into these waves? And like this wave takes me and just grinds me into the bottom, and then my neck goes under this thing. I hear this little, and I'm like, great, I'm dead or paralyzed. And I get up and I'm like, no, I'm neither or. But you know what else I'm not going to be doing? Going back in those waves. And then I was talking to somebody who said, oh yeah, Coogee Beach is known for like, you know, the most dangerous beach for neck injuries. I'm like, would have been good to know before Cheese Boy went for a dip. You know what I'm saying? But here to tell you, I survived it. But there you have it. Yeah. Stool waters run deep. Yeah, they do. Woo! Lord have mercy. What are some of Dylan's favorite drum kits to play? Is that what I saw? Some drum kits and snares. What are your favorite drum kits and snares, Dylan? You've got a microphony. Tell the people.
I guess old vintage Ludwig stuff is supreme. That is the supreme drum format, is old vintage Ludwigs. But, you know, the new Sonar stuff sounds really great. You know, I'm playing on a Sonar kit right now. I love the way it sounds. Gretsch is making some beautiful drums always. Yeah, I'm kind of an omnivore. I don't have a specific sound that I'm going after. I just like things that are made well, and if I can play it without it falling apart, bonus points right there, you know.
I like that kind of talk. I like that kind of talk.
Boom.
I like that kind of talk. Michael Burrell says, everything in Australia wants to kill you, even the beaches. Well, there were some delicious foods down there, folks. I'm going to tell you that right now. I had some delicious food down in Australia. And plus, they do the coffee thing right. They know their coffee down there. There was a lot of Italians that moved down to Australia, and as a result, they were way ahead of the curve with having espresso machines. And like, even when you're out in the sticks, you go into a place and you're going into some kind of a diner where in America, you know, you just get whatever drip offerings they would have. But there in Australia, they're going to fire up that espresso machine and set you up with a long black or a flat white. And that's the way they refer to their Joe down there. Long black's just a tall, it's basically an Americano, but it's got the creme on the top. Ooh. And then fat wife, well, security, flat white is a espresso and latte-ish type of situation. Can you dig it? Mike says, greetings from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Any chance of you coming to the far north in your future? Would love to see. Well, thank you very much. Hopefully at some point we'll get back up to Canada. I always enjoy coming to Canada. I have been to Edmonton. Milwaukee to Minneapolis is 300 miles, a 1 hour and 15-minute flight. That is true. William says, if you could put together your own version of G3 Tour. Well, you know, I've done little get-togethers with my music buddies. Various different things. I've done stuff with David Grissom and Rick Vito and Robin Ford and my buddy Johnny A. Josh Smith and I have done, I think we have great chemistry together, and that's a lot of fun. We were going to do some gigs in at some point, and I'm sure we will again, and that'll be all good. Can you dig it? Anchorage, Alaska needs you. All right, I'm ready. That's the last state of the union I have not been. I've been to every other doggone state in the union except for Alaska. You know, I'm afraid of the bears up in Alaska. I'm afraid they're going to come right in my hotel room and go, or just disembowel me with their mighty tooth and claw and feast on raid. Because I'm just so damn delicious. The bears can't help it. They come out of the wood. Where is he? Where is he? I want to feast. No, get away from me. Leave my being alone, bear. Eat some salmon. Stay away from Drade. There you go. Have a set of old Ludwigs with a WFL drum company badge. Oh, do you have one? An old set of? Well, we've got a. You got a set.
I got an old, I think it's mid-'80s Bonham kit. It's maple, nice blonde maple kit, and yeah, it's like the Carmen Apiece type of deal. I really want to get that other 26-inch bass drum and do the Carmen Apiece mimic with the one giant floor tom, rack tom in the middle, big old floor tom on the bottom, and 2 just massive bass drums for no reason. That is like the coolest setup there ever was.
Yes, and large.
And loud.
And loud. I remember one time I did a workshop thing, a gig/workshop with Carmen Apiece. Me and Tom Good did it. I got called. Have I told the story? I don't know if I. Anyways, got called to do, hey, would you work up some songs with Carmen Apiece for this drum, it was drum weekend at this local college. And I said, sure, absolutely. And I remember I brought a Tweed Twin at the time. I had a, what's that company in Chicago that makes old vintage style amps? Come on, brain. Come on, Prev. Get it working. My wife doesn't like when I mention the Prevagen. She's like, you're a young man. Stop talking about that. Okay. Anyway, Victoria. Thank you. See, it came back without any use of any kind of Victoria amplifier. I had a Victoria Tweed Twin, a high-powered Tweed Twin, and I used that with Carmen Apiece. And at some point, I turned back and I thought, did my amp turn off? Because I couldn't hear it because he was so loud. He hit with the vehemence of 1,000 suns. Made those sounds. All right, folks. Well, listen. We will see you cats very soon. I'll be back tomorrow doing a Wildwood stream. We'll be back on Friday with Matt Turner here in Orange Room. And it's going to be rocking and rolling. That's all there is to it. We're going to let the good times roll. So take it easy, but dog it. Take it, but dog it. All right, fair enough.